Today, I will introduce three properties of multiplication and give an example of each. The three properties of multiplication we will discuss are the commutative property, the associative property, and the distributive property. The commutative property says we can switch the factors. This means no matter what order we find factors in, when multiplying, we will always get the same answer. To demonstrate this, we will solve 5 times 3 and 3 times 5 using arrays. Let's start by drawing three groups of 5. 5, 10, 15. When I do this, I get 15. Now, let's switch the factors and solve 5 times 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. When we switch the factors, we get 15. The commutative property says we can switch the factors. The associative property of multiplication says order doesn't matter. For example, in 4 times 5 times 2, we can start with 4 times 5. 4 times 5 gives us 20. Next, we multiply 2. 20 times 2 equals 40. Or we can multiply 5 times 2 first. 5 times 2 equals 10. And times 4 to get a product of 40. When multiplying any numbers together, order doesn't matter. The distributive property says we can cut, multiply, and add them together. Let's try it. When multiplying, we often skip count to solve. However, when working with larger factors, such as 8 times 12, using the distributive property comes in handy. I am going to start with an 8 by 12 array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rows and 12 columns. First, I will cut 12 into two smaller parts, 10 and 2. Next, I will multiply. Instead of 8 times 12, I will have 8 times 10 and 8 times 2. 8 times 10 is 80, and 8 times 2 is 16. Finally, I will add the two answers together to get the total product. 80 plus 16 equals 96. 8 multiplied by 12 equals 96. First, we cut, then we multiplied, and finally, we added them together. These three properties can be helpful when dealing with larger multiplication problems. Individual support videos for each of the three multiplication properties can be found below. Click the links in the description to get started. Thanks for watching, and happy multiplying!